What is up, everyone? It is I, Logan, or Republic Studs, and welcome back to our Top 10 minifigure series. Now, we are going to continue this thing all the way through, and we are going to be doing the Top 10 solo minifigures. Now, I'm sure this video won't even break 1,000 views within the first month, but that's besides the point. Now, these solo figures, while it was only a very limited wave, I believe we only got one wave with a few trickled sets after that, it was still a very, very cool set of figures. We got really nice figures, and this was honestly a weird time for me in my LEGO Star Wars fandom, because 2018 I wasn't huge into the Lego market. I kind of had this weird lull in 2018, so I just didn't get. I got one solo set. I had the speeder, and then I also had the one with Enfy's Nest, but that was it. And I regret not picking up ones like the TIE Fighter or the Hauler or all those. But it was certainly had amazing figures, which we are all going to be covering right now. So I'm going to ask you all to smash that like button and let's get into it, because I know this video is certainly going to not do well at all. So, anyone who isn't subscribed that's watching, you're a real one. Also, become a subscriber, fix that problem. Now let's get into it. Now first off, at number 10 we have Val. Now this was the guy, what's his name, Woody Allen, or whatever, his girlfriend. But yeah, so she is very cool. She comes with loads of leg printing. I like this character. I wish we saw more of her and Rio. Honestly, it was really kind of depressing how she only showed up in one set. But yeah, so came out back in 2018 in that hauler. I believe it's called the AT hauler or the Convex hauler or something. It was white. She has a nice hair mold. I love that thing. The face prints were good. I think she had two of them. Moved to the torso print. She has a nice little scarf, which is actually really fancy. I like the white scarf. It just looks really nice. And, let's move into number 9. Now, at number 9, we have the Mud Trooper Han. Now, this came out in the Imperial TIE Fighter set, which came out with some gems of figures. But, yeah, so this is Mud Trooper Han. First off, he gets a Mud Trooper look, which, by the way, these torsos would work fantastically. I was just thinking about this for the outfits that Mando and Bill Burr's character, the Hunter dude, use in The Mandalorian Season 2. So if anyone has it, I totally recommend. But yeah, again, very nice set. It comes with an interestingly molded cape, which is really neat. It comes with Han's face, obviously, and then it also comes with the special little helmet with the printing on it, which looks very nice, I always thought Han looked really, like the minifigures they did for the series were truly remarkable, and I think they're very criminally underrated. Now, when I was making this list, some of these figures I completely got were original to solo, because they've just become so normalized in Imperial armies and type of a thing, but this is the Patrol Trooper. Now, the Patrol Trooper came out in one set. He came out in the Patrol Troopers Battle Pack, so this came with 2 Patrol Troopers, a officer, and I think it came with another officer. But yeah, anyway, this guy's really cool, mainly because his build was fantastic, and the helmet mold is fantastic. I love the way they did the helmet mold. I think it looks fantastic, and I just love the figure overall. I think it's a great, great figure. Now, next up, we kind of have a mixed one where these two are kind of tied, but pretty much the same figure. It is the Dryden Voss's Guards, or the Bothan figures. Now, many Bothans died to make these figures. The Bothans are absolutely awesome. One of them comes with an angry face, and one of them comes with kind of, unwavering face. They also came in that same set that Val came in earlier. I love this figure. These are really, really cool. I love the molds. I always love aliens in Star Wars. They kind of remind me, obviously, from Planet of the Apes. That's kind of what they were going for, so that was really neat. And, the torso is all fine and dandy. There's nothing super exciting going on there, but it's still cool nonetheless. Now, next up at number 6, we have Rio Durant. Now, the reason I don't have him higher, and I would, is just, I think LEGO did a very bad job with him. I know a lot of people like this figure. So, he has short legs, he has this nice torso print, which comes with all the little details and buttons. The thing that is cool about him is the way they did the arms, because Rio does have 4 arms, and the way they did it is just super neat. You have 4 hands on a figure. The thing I really think they messed up with, though, on this is the head mold. It looks nothing like Rio. The goggles on him they look awful. They look terrible. The print on his face looks okay. It looks a little weird, especially with the light blue print. It could have been a more dark blue or brown or something. Anything else, any other color would have worked. This light blue does not work well. It needed to be a darker blue, if not a different color. There's his earpiece, his microphone is built into the mold, which just doesn't look good, and I think that's why I have this figure here. Just all those factors just make him not as good as he could have been, and I think And I think he's kind of in the same boat as me with like the Maz Kanata figure, where it's like something's just really off about them. Where it's like Lego does really good jobs on some figures, and other ones they just completely drop the ball. And I think they really did with Rio. But I still included him here because he was a neat figure, and I think he's better than the other ones. He's just worse in other ways. So I'm explaining why he's lower on the list than say our number 5 and above. Next up, we have Han Solo in his white jacket and black legs with dirt stains. That's the official title. The reason I have this figure up here is because it just looks so darn nice. Like, this is a very, very nice looking Han Solo figure. You get him obviously with his new hair mold, or relatively new. It's not as rare as it was after this Solo wave. You get a nice head print, all pretty similar, but the legs and with the the toe printing and the belt printing and the torso is absolutely phenomenal. I don't know if I think it would have been better if he had a scarred up face. I believe this came in his speeder set, the Han Solo's land speeder set, but it is just so cool and I really, really like it. Now let's move into number 4. At number 4, we have the Range Trooper. Now if this guy's at number 4, this is going to be fantastic from now and forward. These are some of the best LEGO Star Wars figures, period, coming up. So this guy came out in the train set, the Imperial train set with all the Rhydonium or whatever, the magical juice. But anyway, this guy's really cool. So he's especially cool. He looks like a snow trooper pretty much from the waist up. The boots look good. The way they did the kind of over bulking up of this figure, because it's a very bulky stormtrooper, but the way they have the little, I don't know what you would even describe that as, the little cloth under his neck. It looks cool. It's I don't know what to call him as. The helmet is so cool. It feels like a Scarif's trooper, but expanded out or something. I don't even know how to describe it. It's just that cool. I love the Range Troopers. We got 2 of them in that set. They're expensive now. All the troopers from Solo are expensive, except for those patrol ones. Let's move into number 3. At number 3, we have a very cool figure, one I bought an entire set just to get this one. It's Enfy's Nest. Now, Enfy's Nest looks fantastic. First of all, she has a custom cape, which is really cool. It has a different color on each side, which is very cool. It's printed on the back to, showcase all the ruffles or whatever. The printing on the torso and legs is phenomenal. And, I mean, the torso printing is just phenomenal. It looks really cool with all the teeth or beads or whatever that is. The main attraction here is the helmet. Now the helmet comes with all this special printing. It just looks super cool. It looks very different from anything we've seen in LEGO Star Wars. It's rubbery on the top, but it's more plasticky at the center, which is interesting. The sad thing about this is it didn't come with her face print, which it came out after the movie came out, so it wouldn't have been a big shock, but you do what you do. It's fine, I guess. But let's move into number 2, I guess. Number 2, and this is a good figure. Number 1's better be fantastic if this is number 2. But it is young Lando Calrissian. Now, this figure, this guy is fantastic. So the cape is in black and it has blue on the underside, which looks really cool. He has his collar up here, a collar that shows up, which is fantastic. The scarf goes all the way around from the leg printing to the torso printing, which looks beautiful. The yellow contrasts perfectly with the blue. Lando's face, they just nailed Donald Glover. Donald Glover, it looks really good, and I think he did a really good job as Lando. I really hope to see this figure again, since we are getting the new Lando show. I really hope we see this figure again. I really missed out on my opportunity to get it. I already had a Millennium Falcon, so I was like, I'll wait, and I didn't need that one, but, I missed out. But let's move into our honorable mentions. Now, for our honorable mentions, we have a quick one. We have the Chewbacca. I think it looks weird, but I wanted to mention him either way, because it was a new mold, and I want to give credit where credit is due. They tried something new with Chewie, and, I don't think it worked too well, but that's okay. And then we have Kira from the Han Solo Speeder. I think that looks good. I think it looks fantastic. Again, same kind of thing I had with the Han Solo in the white jacket. I just think that figure looked 20 times better. And then finally, we have my friend, the Brick Council's favorites. It is the Kessel Miner. Our final pick is at number 1 from the Imperial TIE Fighter, the Mimban Stormtrooper. Now, this figure is so cool. This guy's $52 or something ridiculous. But this guy, they did the new Stormtrooper helmet. I don't know why in the world they did not use this helmet mold. I would have loved this. Like the old Stormtrooper was good, but this would have been fantastic. But instead, they went with the stupid new bulky Stormtrooper helmet mold. This one looks good. Like, it's not overarching. It looks nice. The printing on it looks fantastic. The stylization of the Stormtrooper as a whole, like, if you could make that out with the gray, it looks good. He comes with this really awesome cape. It's like a custom molded cape, or like a custom cut cape. And, you know, all the other cool stuff. The printing on it is fantastic. It's so cool. It's just a fantastic figure. I really wish I picked up that TIE Fighter, because honestly, I feel like I'm missing out. I would have gotten my money back on this figure alone. Now, that makes up our list. Now, if you enjoyed, I would ask you to subscribe, so please subscribe, hit the bell, do all the other things, and tell me your top 10 solo figures. I'll see you all in the next one. Remember to peace out, stay awesome.